Mike, clear up what happened in Seattle with Kaepernick yesterday.
Well, Dan, there's two different opinions on what happened. It depends on which camp you talk to. Now, my understanding is that a workout had been set for roughly 2 weeks for Colin Kaepernick in Seattle. The workout was due to be on Monday of this week, the 9th of April, at the 11th hour. And this is the perspective that comes from the Kaepernick side of the equation, that Kaepernick got a communication from the Seahawks requesting him to commit that he would not kneel during the national anthem if he became a member of the team. He declined to make that commitment, and at that point the workout was canceled. From the Seahawks' perspective, as provided to NFL Network, the explanation is they wanted to know more about his broader plan for all of the associated issues, including his collusion grievance that has been going forward over the last several months. Now, I don't know why any of that is relevant to whether or not Colin Kaepernick would be an appropriate member of the Seattle Seahawks. And we resolve this dispute between what the two sides believe based upon whether or not there's any objective evidence. Is there a text message? Is there an email message? I think that's all going to come out as this collusion grievance goes forward. It's possible it's just two different sides remembering differently a conversation. It's also possible there's something in writing that's going to break the tie. Either way, this is now one of the issues that has to be sorted out as they continue through this process of questioning witnesses and figuring out whether or not the NFL acted with collusion, with coordination in keeping Colin Kaepernick out of the league.
But don't you think this strengthens his collusion case?
Well, it can't hurt, right? Now, but here's the thing. If the 32 teams independently decided that they didn't want to do business with Colin Kaepernick, there is no collusion. The proof of collusion is going to be coordination, and it's not going to be something that's going to be conducive to a smoking gun. I doubt that's going to happen, Dan, but I think it's a matter of looking at email messages, looking at text messages, questioning owners, coaches, GMs under oath to find out the extent to which the league office was involved in sending a message to the teams that Colin Kaepernick is bad for business, not just because he protested, but because he was the first one. He's the one who sparked this movement, and it's bad for the league to sign him. There's going to be a huge negative reaction if someone signs him. We can't lose ticket holders. We can't lose ratings. This is bad, 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 bad. And if the league is sending out a message like that and no one signs him, the argument that I think that would be made is there's collusion. So if you have teams that are buying into this notion that it is bad for business, that they're asking these questions, that these are factors in whether or not you're going to sign a guy, and there's evidence the league was putting out that message that it's bad for business, then I think it does make it easier to prove that there's some type of coordination as to why Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.